This is the title frame of a silent black and white movie entitled April 6, 1930, the last run of the first electric railway in the United States, Appleton, Wisconsin, WMP Company. WMP Company, the Wisconsin-Michigan Power Company, a predecessor of We Energies, operated the trolleys. While this film is a valuable piece of Appleton history, it does contain three historical inaccuracies. Number one, according to the narrator, believed to be Bob Maves, of the versions available on YouTube as of May 2nd, 2013, the Appleton trolley was the first trolley in the USA using hydroelectric power, but not the first trolley powered by other than hydro-generated electric power. Number two, according to the Appleton Post-Crescent dated Monday, April 7th, 1930, page 4, the last run began at 11:40 p.m. on Sunday. The article might be a little bit hard to read, but I will read it. With whistles tied down, bells clanging, and pace slowed down to funeral speed, the two streetcars started on their last trips at 11:40 Sunday night. The article concludes by saying that early Monday morning, the overhead wires and poles were taken down so there could be no further last runs. The film was exposed in the daylight, so it cannot be from the very last run of the trolleys. Assuming that Bob Maves was correct, the title of the film more accurately should be April 6, 1930, a run on the last day of operation of the first hydroelectric railway in the United States, Appleton, Wisconsin, WMP Company. The verifiable actual date of this film is unknown to the speaker. Number three, there is a more serious historical inaccuracy in this film, especially important to descendants of John B. Stark and Robert F. McGillen, longtime employees of the Wisconsin-Michigan Power Company. Early in the film, the old guard, identified left to right in the source film, is G. Mensinger, R. McGillen, H. Close, and J. Stark. This identification is incorrect. I repeat, this identification is incorrect. The correct identification, left to right, is G. Mensinger, J. Stark, H. Close, and R. McGillen. My basis for stating this is as follows. John B. Stark is the grandfather of this speaker, known on YouTube as Johann 53217. He lived with my family for about 3 months prior to his death on July 12, 1942. I knew him then and can identify him now in a photograph. The daughter of Herman G. Close Sr., Ethel Close Dorn, authored an article in the May 28, 1998 issue on page 16 of the Post-Crescent Family History Project section. The article included a still picture of the old guard standing along the side of the trolley shown in the film. She identified the men left to right as George Mensinger, John Stark, Herman G. Close Sr., her father, and George McGillen. This is a copy of the front and back of her picture, which she furnished to me. Please remember that the film mentioned an R. McGillen, not a G. McGillen. I was able to determine that George P. McGillen was the Appleton fire chief from 1901 until 1942. According to the 1928 Appleton City Directory, Robert F. McGillen was a conductor for the Wisconsin-Michigan Power Company. Ethel Close Dorn, now deceased, was 85 years old when she composed the article and probably confused Robert F. with George P. McGillen. A fire chief would not likely be wearing a trolleyman's coveralls and would not likely be one of the old guard. Therefore, in my opinion, the correct identification of the old guard is left to right, George Mensinger, John B. Stark, Herman G. Close Sr., and Robert F. McGillen. In respect to the memory of John B. Stark and Robert F. McGillen, I request that those people making this film available, whether on VHS cassette, DVD, YouTube, television, or other presentations, include supplemental information with the film correctly identifying John B. Stark and Robert F. McGillen. My thanks to the people of the Appleton Public Library for their help.